What is going on, everyone? It's here again. Here for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 1, and today we're going to be playing some domination on the map Nuketown. We're using the AK-47, and those of you guys that are Black Ops 2 fans, and you never were fortunate enough to play Black Ops 1, this is what Nuketown looked like during the Cold War. This map is freaking awesome. This map's phenomenal. So I'm using the AK-47 for this gameplay. I get lots and lots and lots of kills using relatively low kill streaks. I'm using UAV, napalm, and the sentry gun. So I'm using those low streaks as compared to running Blackbird, chopper gun, or attack dogs, some setup like that. So I get a lot of kills with rather low kill streaks. I think it's a good gameplay. And for the majority, I think just about the entirety of this match, actually, I'm standing on the B flag or trying to defend the B flag in some way. So in that regard, it's going to be a really fun gameplay for you guys to watch. Really enjoyable, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. But today, I want to talk a little bit about competitive gaming. And I feel as though I've been talking about it on Twitter. And with the PAX tournaments going on right now, I figure it's a pretty good time to discuss such a topic and my thoughts on it. So, last night, I was watching a League of Legends live stream, and this was at 5:30 in the morning, mind you. And this live stream had 90,000 viewers in it. Just unholy amount of viewers watching one live stream. It was nuts. It was craziness. And I'm thinking to myself, why is this so much more successful than competitive Call of Duty? Which, if you guys don't know, 90,000 viewers is probably double, if not sometimes triple, the amount of viewers that a Call of Duty tournament will get. And this is a League of Legends tournament, mind you. And don't let me kid you when it comes to League of Legends. Don't let me kid you in this regard. I have a very elementary understanding of how that game is played. I understand the core basics of the game, but I do not understand the intricacies of the game far enough to be able to, break down a competitive match or know how to, do well and consistently in any given match. I just know the core fundamentals. And what I do know about League of Legends competitive is that it is the exact same game as what everyone else is playing. Call of Duty is competitive. As far back as I've been in the Call of Duty community, which was in Call of Duty 4 in 2007, the competitive community has always restricted everything. It's just kind of like what they do. They end up restricting things and changing the rules to make the game more competitive in their eyes. Which, to me, that's not how the game should be played. The game should be played the way it is out of the box. I feel as though my theory is that League of Legends is such a popular game competitively and just casually being live streamed because it's always the same game that anyone plays. It's a free-to-play game. Anyone can download it, and you can start playing this game. You're playing the exact same stuff as the competitive guys are. Whereas, I'm using this example, right? It seems as though, to me, Call of Duty is like football. Good old-fashioned American football, where you start playing it in middle school, and it's the same game in middle school as it is in high school, as it is in college, as it is in the pros. It's the same game. But then there's competitive Call of Duty, which is like some kind of crazy flag football, where there's no tackling, or rushing the passer, or, I don't know, the intricacies of flag football, but I know there's no tackling. I think, there's a delay on the play. Either way, there's these crazy rules. You understand where I'm coming with that. There's all these crazy rules. And those of you who think that the rule changes aren't that big of a deal in competitive Call of Duty, let me break this down for you, because I happen to have made a list for you guys of all the things that they've gotten rid of for competitive Call of Duty. So, number one, it's no longer 6v6, it's 4v4. They've also banned the UAV, the counter UAV, the Hunter Killer, the care package, the Guardian, the Orbital VSAT, the Tactical Insurgent, the Shock Charge, the Bouncing Bay, the C4, the Claymore, Hardline, Ghost, the SMA, the RPG, the FAL, the Dual Wield attachment, the Target Finder attachment, the Grenade Launcher attachment, the Game Mode Domination, Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Headquarters Demolition. They've also banned the maps Aftermath, Cargo, Carrier, Drone, Hijacked, Overflow, Plaza, Turbine, Nuketown, Hydro, Grind, Downhill, Mirage, Vertigo, Studio, Magma, Encore, Cove, Rush. Hold on, I need to scroll down. This is more than one. This text document's more than one page long. Well, we got Rush. We also banned Uplink, Detour, Pod, Takeoff, Frost, and Dig. This is just a ridiculous amount of things that they have excluded from the game. It really takes away from the game, in my opinion. What we have now in competitive Call of Duty, anyway, it is 3 game modes on 5 maps, and that's what we get. with half the game's tools and equipment seemingly just being banned from use. I feel as though if competitive Call of Duty wants to grow and wants more people to take an interest in it, which is the core fundamental reason the MLG was started, was to gain viewership, right? So they can sell more ad space. That's the whole. It's a business. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure people at MLG like competitive gaming. I'm sure that's a thing. I'm sure they enjoy it and they want the sport to grow. That they call it a sport, and it's not a sport. God, it's a video game. It's not a freaking sport. But they want to grow. They want MLG to grow, and I feel as though for them to do that, they need to make it more exactly like it is out of the box. I want competitive Call of Duty to be 6v6 random game modes on random maps. You can make it best of 3, best of 5, best of 12, or whatever it is they do in these tournaments now. And make it random game modes, random maps. 6v6. Nothing excluded at all. I want to see the Optic team versus the Envious team in a 6v6 domination on Nuketown 2025. No rule changes, no fancy respawn delays, how they used to have domination. What was it, back in Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 when I was like more in the game battles and stuff. I think there was a 5-second respawn timer in domination. No, we're not doing that. No, it's stupid. And it's just crazy to me how it's not like this and why they have to have all these arbitrary rules to kind of make the game fit what they believe their definition of competitive. I was talking about this on Twitter, and people were coming back with these responses. Well, can you imagine pro players using C4 and domination? That would just be ridiculous. I'm sitting there thinking, you give these guys too much credit. Does a pro player C4 do more damage than a non-pro player? I play against C4 every day. I wear flak jacket. There's a counter for it. It doesn't hurt me. I have videos of the new maps. I've actually went through and I played the new maps here on Black Ops 2. And I got a bunch of gameplays on there, and a lot of them, there's people chucking C4 at me, and I'm shooting them while they're chucking their C4 because I have flak jacket. There's a counter to it. And they're like, oh, what about pro players trying to use tac inserts? I'm sure they'd find some really good tac insert spots. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, yeah, and I'd probably get pretty good at throwing my EMP grenade. I play against tac inserts every day. I play against C4 every day. It's not a big deal. There's a balance, there's a counter for everything. It just seems, I don't understand why Call of Duty isn't like it is out of the box. It doesn't make any sense to me in any regard. Then I heard that domination, something about pro players and domination, it'd be too much spawn trapping. I'm sitting there thinking in my head, spawn trapping's been around since Call of Duty 2. A pro player's not good enough to get out of a spawn trap. It's the point of domination. I don't know, that's just my thought. I mean, I've been getting out of spawn traps since Call of Duty 4. That's how it goes. I used to play Gamebattles domination. You break the spawn trap, you set up the spawn trap. That's how domination's played. I would like to see random maps and random game modes. Let's say there's a best of 3 match at a tournament or something like that, and they're to do this random maps and random game modes. Instead of being capture the flag on, what's the map? Capture the flag standoff, then search and destroy standoff, and then hardpoint raid or something. I don't know the rule sets or the map things, but it could be like demolition on hijacked, followed up by domination on Nuketown, followed up by search and destroy on Turbine. All of it 6v6 with no restrictions. Use everything. It's how the game's played. I was watching this live stream with League of Legends, and there was 90,000 people in there, and everyone in the I couldn't believe the chat. There was everyone was just cheering on. They're talking about their favorite characters to use and how they like to run this part of the map, or how they like to set up during the beginning phase of the match. And people can't really do that. I mean, a casual Call of Duty player can't do that watching a competitive Call of Duty stream. And it's crazy to me because I've played more Call of Duty than any of you. I really don't think any of you can compare to me in terms of time played when it comes to Call of Duty. And I have no interest in competitive Call of Duty because it's not Call of Duty. It's some kind of crazy hybrid, arbitrary rule-making thing off there in the side. Now, I'm not trying to down competitive Call of Duty at all. I want it to grow. Call of Duty is my favorite game. I want it to grow in any way possible. I'm just saying that if Call of Duty competitive was more like the out-of-box game, I would watch it. Hell, I would play it. And those are my thoughts on competitive Call of Duty. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Remember, leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And let me know in the comments. Why do you think Call of Duty is not competitive Call of Duty, that is not exactly like it is on a box? Why do they have to make up all these rules? Why do they have to make it so it's only 3 different game modes on 5 different maps? if these are pro players, why can't it be 6v6? If they're good pro players, why can't they play any map and any game mode? Why does it have to be 3 maps or 5 maps and 3 game modes? I don't get it. Let me know in the comments. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Ready to leave a rating? Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
I was banging 7 gram rocks, that's how I roll.